Hello students, welcome to my channel. This session will be taking up IGP of a number in n factorial. IGP means it is index of greatest power of a number in n factorial. You can see here, IGP means index of greatest power of a number in n factorial. What does it mean? Students, the same statement or question can also be asked like this. Find the highest power of a number contained in n factorial, or find the highest power of a number that divides n factorial. Students, let me explain you this. See, all these three mean the same. Let me explain this with an example. Suppose the same thing, if I convert into a question, this is how it will be. Find the highest power of 2 contained in 100 factorial, or find the highest power of 2 that divides 100 factorial, or the index of greatest power of 2 in 100 factorial. All three are one and the same, students. Please understand, only unless it is contained in that, it cannot divide it. Suppose if I ask you, is 12 divided by 4? Yes. Why? 12 is 2 square into 3. Yeah, 4 means 2 square. It goes because it contains, that's why it goes. Suppose if I ask, is 12 divided by 8? Is 12 divided by 8? No. Why? 12 is 2 square into 3, but 8 is 2 cube. You don't have 2 cube here, that's why it doesn't divide it, right? So if you have to divide, if 2 cube has to divide this number, 2 cube should be there in this number, right? So that's the reason whether he asks find the highest power of 2 that divides 100 factorial, or find the highest power of 2 contained in 100 factorial, or instead of giving a detailed statement, if he simply says find the IGP of 2 in 100 factorial, they are all one and the same. If I take 100 factorial, what is the highest number? If I take 100 factorial, what is the highest power of 2 that divides it? Suppose if I say 2 power k divides 100 factorial, if I say what is the maximum value of k can be? Not 100, students, 100 factorial. 100 factorial means 1 to 100, right? Okay, I'll come back to 100 factorial little later. First, let me explain you with a small example of 10 factorial. Suppose, students, if I ask you what is the highest power of 2 that divides 10 factorial means, in other words, what is the highest power of 2 that I have it in 10 factorial means, students, just to explain to you, let me write it. 10, if I take 10 into 9 into 8 into 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is what your 10 factorial is, right? Let me see how many 2's I can, I have, let me count it. I have 1, 2 in its powers I need, highest power I need. 4 means what is the power of 2? I can take 2 square. 6 is 2 power 1 into 3 power means I can take 2 power 1. 8 means 2 cube I can take. 10 means 2 power 1 into 5 power 1. I want power, so 2 power 1. So total, what is, see, you know, when the base is same, what the product, no? So what is the power of 2 here? Base is same means you have to add the powers, right? In one of the earlier videos we have done, a power m into a power n is what? A power m plus n. You know that, students. So 1 plus 3, 4 plus 5 plus 2, 7 plus 1, 8. So 2 power 8. So the highest power of 2 that divides 10 factorial is 8. Right? If instead of asking 100 factorial, if I had asked you 10 factorial, my answer would have been 8. But students, 10 factorial means you can afford to write 1 to 10 and count like this. But 100 factorial means can you afford to write 1 to 100 and count it? No. Then how are we going to do this? It's a very simple thing, please. That's the beauty of numbers concept, students. At the outset, they look very big questions, but if you get the logic, students, in fingertips you can say. How? Let us see. In fact, 100 factorial, if you ask me what is the answer, I don't know before. Let me calculate 50, 75, 87, 93, 96, 97. I said the highest power of 2 in 100 factorial is 97. I just counted on my fingers and said that. If I could count on my fingers and say that, you can also say that if you know the logic. What is that logic? I'll explain for 10, then I'll come to 100. Students, if I take 10, I need the power of 2 means first divide 10 by 2. How many times it goes? I want quotient, not the remainder. 2 goes 5 times, right? Students, if I divide again by 2, how many times it goes? Successive division I am doing. How many times it goes? 2 more times. Remainder may be 1. I am not interested in the remainder. What is the quotient? When 5 divided by 2, what is the quotient? 2 2's 4, remainder is 1. I am not interested in the remainder, quotient is 2. This 2 further divided by 2, 1. Will it go further? No, it will not go. 2 goes 0 times. So now what are the quotients you have so far? 5, 2 and 1. Students, what is 5 plus 2 plus 1? 8 or not? My answer is 8 or not. So that's it. It's as simple as this. The solution for this is as simple as this. But instead of simply telling you this, let me give you the logic reason behind it, students. Why it is happening, students, is if I take 10 numbers here, students, out of these 10 numbers, how many numbers will have at least 2 power 1 in it? How many numbers will have a 2 in it? 5 numbers are not 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. From these 5 numbers, can I take 2 power 1? Can I take 2 power 1 from every number? So that means it will be 2 power 5. So these 5 numbers will give me at least 1, 2. That's what this 5 represents. Out of these 5 numbers, how many numbers can give you 2 square or 1 more 2 extra? 8 can give you, 4 can give you. Because 10 has got only 2 power 1, you have separated. It doesn't have any more 2. But 8, yes, it has. Out of these 2 stands for this. Out of these 2 numbers, how many numbers can give you 1 more 2 extra? 4 cannot give you. Already you have taken 1, 2 here, 1, 2 here, gone. 2 square gone. But 8, you have taken 1 here, 1 here. 8 is 2 cube. It can give you 1 more 2. That's why 1 number. So this 1 stands for this. I can first get 5 2's from each of them. 2 power 1s I can get 2 power 5. From this again 2 power 1, 2 I can get 2 power 2. From this I can get 1 more 2 power 1. So total it will be 2 power 8. That is the logic. Now can I apply this for 100 now? Right, let us see. If I ask you 100 factorial, what the power of 2 means? Very simple. I'll start doing this. Now how I could do it? 250s, 225s. Just to explain to you, I am writing, student. Otherwise I can say 50, then half will be 12, 25, 75, half will be 12, 87, half of this will be 693, half this will be 396. It like this I can do. See, 250s, 2 goes 25 times, 2 goes 12 times, 2 12s 24, remainder is 1, but I said I am not interested in the remainder, I am only interested in the quotient, 12. This 12 again, if I divide by 2, goes 6 times, 6 divided by 2 goes 3 times, 3 divided by 2, it goes 1 time, remainder is 1, but as I said, remainder I am not interested. It will not go further because 2 0 0 has no significance. So that's why if I add these quotient, students, 50 plus 25 plus 12 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1, how much it is? 50, 75, 87, 93, 96, 97. That's how I could say my answer is 97, students, when I asked you in fingertips. Right? Okay. Let's take one more example. Okay, find the index of the greatest IGP of 3. We can just say in short form IGP. Find the IGP of 3 in 100 factorial. So what I'll do, you can pause the video and try and then come to this. Yeah, 333s. 3 goes 11 times. Because I need power of 3, I'm dividing with 3. In which factorial? In 100 factorial. So 3 11s, 3 3s, 3 1s. 333 is 99, remainder 1. As I said, remainder is not interested. 3 goes how many times in 33? 11 times. In 11, 3 goes how many times? 3 3 is 9, remainder may be 2, but ignore remainder. Again in 3 3 1 is 3. So now 33, you can add 33, 44, 47, 48. That's how we should say 33 plus 11 plus 3 plus 1. How much it is? 48. So what is the highest power? What is the IGP of 3 means? It is 3 power 48. Our answer is 48. Right, students? Shall we take one more example? It's a matter of calculation now. Tell me IGP of 5 in 144 factorial. Hold this and first you try. Come on, please. 144. You can say 5 2's. 5 2's. 10 44 5 8's. Again 5 5's 25. 5 1's. 28 plus 5 33 plus 1 34. My answer is 34. Simple or not? Yeah. So let's take one more. Find the IGP of 7 in 225 factorial. Come on, all of you. 225. Because you need 225 factorial, you need power of 7 divided with 7. 7 3 is 21, 7 2 is 14. Again, if you take 7 4 is 28. It doesn't go further. 32 plus 4, how much it is, please? 36. My answer is 36. Yes or no? Yes. Let me take one more example. Find the IGP of 6 in 100 factorial. Come on, please. 100. 6 goes how many times? 6, 16 is 96. Remainder 4, as I said, don't bother about remainder. 6 2 is 12. That's it. 16 plus 2, how much it is? 18. So my answer is 18. Huh? No, this is wrong. This is how you go wrong, students. See, I'm just trying to drag you in the, when I'm doing fast, one after the other, I expected you to, in that flow, to come to answer like this. This is where there is a problem. Students, this successive division applies only if there is a 6. Suppose if I take students, let me go back to the initial introduction I gave you. See, what is the highest power of 6 in 10 factorial means? So 10, what is the highest power of, instead of 2, if I ask you 6. So 10, 6, 1, 6. So, you know, if you take 6, 1, 6, there is nothing else goes, only 1 I can say. Is there only one 6 in 10 factorial, students? 2 and 3 can also get you one more 6 or not? Yes. From 8 I can take 3 into 3. From 9 I can take 3 into 3. From 8 I can take 2 into 2. 3 into 2 can get you 6. 3 into 2 can get 6. There are 4 6s there. So hence, what is the highest power of 6 in 10 factorial means just you can't divide and say it goes only one time, hence there is 1 6. It doesn't work. But it was working for 2. It was working for 2, it was working for 3, it was working for 5, it was working for 7. By why it is not working for 6? Because 2, 3, 5, 7 are prime numbers. If I want power of 5, I cannot get 5 by combination of any other 2 prime numbers. Hence, I need to have 5s, it will work. But if you look at 6 students, if I take 6 can, even if I don't have 6, suppose if I take 5 factorial, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. 1 to 5 only I have written, but have I got 6 or not? Yes, because I have 6 here. But can I get 7 here? No, 1 to 5 I don't get 7 because 7 is not a combination of 2 numbers, right? Whereas 6 can be combination of 2 other numbers. Hence, so if it is this successive division that you are doing will work only if it is prime number. What should I do if it is not a prime number? Simple, students. 6 consists of what prime numbers? Let me remove all this now. Yeah, 6 consists of what prime numbers? 2 and 3, 2 power 1 and 3 power 1, right? So first let me find the power of 2 in 100 factorial that we already done. What is the power of 2? In one of the earlier questions you already done. What is the answer you got? You can go back and check. You got 2 power 97. In 100 factorial, what is the power of 3 you got? That's the reason I repeated, same 100 factorial 2 times for 3 also. How much you got? 3 power 48. These are the first 2 examples I gave you. Students, to get a 6 power 1 is 2 power 1 into 3 power 1. I have 3 power 48 here. Out of this 2 power 97, if I can take 2 power 48, can I get 6 power 48 or not? You have more 2's. I understand, but I don't have matching 3's. So 6 can be obtained only when you have 2 and 3. I have 97 2's. If I have 97 3's, I can get 6 power 97. But 3 comes on. What do you mean by 3 power 48? 3 comes only 48 times. Take 2 48 times. That a 2 and a 3 can give you a 6. So 48 3's and 48 2's can give you 6 power 48. Is that fine? So like that you can solve the problem. Suppose, students, so my answer should be what for this? Not 18. The answer is 48. Please remember. Suppose same question, instead of 6, if I had asked you 12 factorial. In 100 factorial, what is the highest power of 12 if I asked you, students? What is 12? 12 is 2 square into 3 power 1. So I need how many 2 squares I can make out of 100? See, how many 3's I can make? 48. But how many 2 squares I can make means first how many 2's you can make? You said 97 2's. 2 power 97 I have, but how many 2 squares I can take out of them? 2 goes how many times in 97, students? 2 48 is 96. So it will be 2 square can come 48 times. 2 square whole power 48 is 2 power 96, right? Out of 97, I can take 96 and say 2 power 96 and say 2 square whole power 48. So 48 times I can get 2 squares or 4's. Then 48 times I can get 3. So that means I can have 12 power 48. Done. Suppose, let me extend to one more. Suppose if I ask you in 100 factorial, what is the highest power of 24? What is 24, students? 24 is 2 cube into 3 power 1. So 3 I get 48 times. But how many times I can get 2 cubes out of this 2 power 92? You have to calculate first power of 2 because prime number there is 2. 2 comes 97 times. But I want 2 cubes means, so out of 2 power 97, how many 2 cubes you can separate means 97, 3 goes how many times? Because this is 3, how many times it goes? 33 3's, 3 2, 32 times. So can I write 2 cube whole power 32? 2 cube whole power 32 is 2 power 96. So I can take 2 power 96 out of it. So 2 cubes are available 32 times, 3's are available 48 times. but I can get 24 if I have 1 2 cube and 1 3. I have more 3's now, but I don't have so many 2 cubes. 2 cubes are not coming 48 times. 2 cubes are coming only 32 times. Out of this 3 power 48, if I take 3 power 32, 2 cube into 3, I can say total 2 cube into 3 whole power 32. In other words, I can get 24 power 32. So what is the highest power of 24 means? My answer will be not 48, it will be 32. Like this, you get question, students. He will not simply ask you find the power of 2 or power of 3 or power of 5. Like this, he will ask you big numbers. Done? One last example, we'll take it up, students. Find the number of zeros that 125 factorial ends with. I'm asking 125 factorial ends with how many zeros I am asking. Students, how many zeros will be there is the question. How do we answer this? So this is also same question asked differently, students. Suppose if I take students 30, how many zeros it has? 1. 300, how many zeros it has? 2. 30 is nothing but 3 into 10 power 1. Because power of 10 is 1, I have 1 0. 2 zeros means is it not 3 into 10 square power of 2? 3000, what I can say, students, 3 into 10 cube. So how many zeros are there means, in other words, I'm asked, if there are 3 zeros means power of 3, if 2 zeros means 10 square, 1 0 means 10 power 1. How many zeros are there here means, in other words, I'm asking you what is the power of 10. So find the number of zeros at 125 factorial that ends with means, this is another way of asking you to find highest power of 10. What is the highest power of 10 in 125 factorial? Students, 10 is nothing but 2 power 1 and 5 power 1. Tell me first of all, what is the power of 5 in here? In 125 factorial, what is the power of 5 means divide, 5 goes 25 times, again 5 goes 5 times, again 5 goes 1 time. So what is the power of 5? 31. 25 plus 5 plus 1, how much it is? 31. Power of 5 is 31. What is the power? But I want power of 5 and power of 2 means, tell me students, power of 2 will be definitely more than 31 times or not? Why? I'll show you also. See, every second number 1 2 comes, so there will be more 2's, but 5 comes once in 5 numbers. So tell me, if I write 1 2 125, you will get more 2's or more 5's? You will get more 2's because every second number you will find a 2. For 5 you have to wait for 5 numbers, right? So hence, power of 2 will be definitely more than 31. But if it is more, I cannot take that as my answer because I need both of them. So hence I can say what I definitely power of 2 will be 31. So it will be 10 power 31, I can say. You don't have to find the power of 2 exactly. If you want, I'll show you, but it will be waste of time and energy, students. 2 62's, 2 31's, 2 15's, 2 7's, 2 3's, 2 1's. You can see 62 plus 31, 93 plus 15, 108, 115, 118, 119. I have 2 power 119. But 2 power 119 means, can I take 10 power 119? No, because 10 for 10 I need 2 and 5. 5 is only 31 times. 2 also only I can take 31 times. Hence 10 power 31 means, the 10 power 31 means this 125 factorial ends with how many zeros? It will end with 31 zeros. My answer is 31. Right? So like this, we get questions on index of greatest power or IGP. Right? Please subscribe to my channel, so that as and when I upload the new videos, you can get the notifications. In the meantime, if you have any queries, students, please mail to me sr.gorantla1@gmail.com. You can also reach me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and LinkedIn at srgorantla. We'll meet again. Thank you.